If you've ever played the Kirby series, you know a lot of those games come with an arena. And sure enough, so does Mega Mole 2. So today, we are going to spend our time trying to down all the devkit bosses, and maybe a special friend at the end. So let's get things underway. Now the way this whole thing works, at least in this arena, is that you have 20 bosses to fight. The first 19 of them are all the devkit bosses, and they will be presented in a random order. I know this because the first time I tried to do this whole thing, it took me 4 times to clear. This is my first try on the replay, so yeah. I don't think we're going to lose, but you know what, if we did, that'd be it. You'd have to start it all over. You don't get E-tanks, you don't get M-tanks, you just have the items that are presented outside of the fight that you'll be able to go to between every fight. By the way, goodbye, Gravity Man. No need to stock up right now, and I don't think there's going to be a need to stock up after this fight either, because come on, it's Toadman. Toadman's always a joke. I don't see how you can make Toadman a hard boss in one of these games. I'm just saying. No, you're not going to do any of that rain flush gimmick, but you can keep belly dancing all you like. I mean, I don't mind it. Oh, I feel sorry for this guy. He's almost always just a complete joke. Well, you're not Stone Man. At least there's that. Whoa! Yeah, the Mecha Dragon himself's a devkit boss too, believe it or not. But he's actually kind of easy because you can actually hit him in any part of his body for damage to count. And let's face it, we've got a charge shot now, so even though he's shooting those fireballs at a little faster speed than I'm accustomed to, he doesn't have the stream, and sure enough, yeah, you're not that bad either. So we're going pretty well. And this was the first boss I fought the very first time I did this, and it's like the moment I saw him, it's like Wheel Cutter because of Metal Blade. But the one thing I didn't think to use was Jewel Satellite, because what do you think happens when he throws one of his weak metal blades at your Jewel Satellite? Yeah, one-hit kill. Oh, hey, here's actually a boss that gave me problems every time I fought him, because those pillars on the sides of the rooms make it so you can't just hide in the corner while he does his stuff. Like right here, I gotta move or he's gonna walk right into me. It's kind of like fighting Time Man in the powered-up challenge mode fight, where you have the walls all of a sudden. No safe zones here. Kind of funny that this is the hardest occurrence of them, but I guess that should be expected in the arena. Yeah, he really did a number? Camuso Man? Wow, we are just going all over the place in this series, huh? I really, really like the background here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Yamato Man's. I could be wrong on that. Forgive me, it's been a long time since I've played all the NES games. And sometimes I'm more focused on the action in front of me than in the background of these things. But yep, that's definitely Camuso Man. I'm glad you're not Aircon Man, because man, that stage and that boss, oh boy. Oh, for crying out loud, really? Yeah, we'll even bring the DOS games into the mix because why not? Boltman also takes a lot of damage for the Mega Buster, so there's no real reason to use Slash Claw, although it does do a decent amount. And to be fair, they actually made him a somewhat decent challenge, because he will do a lot of damage if any of those electrical blasts or his body touches you. But they didn't here. Yeah, that's kind of another one that's obvious, because we actually have the weakness weapon. Oh, shoot. Wish I wouldn't have stopped him in midair, but still, that's going to work out in our favor. Kinda wish we could do the rapid fire thing you can do in Mega Man 4 where the bullets don't pass through, but whatever. I feel so sorry fighting Pharaoh Man like this, but, you know, whatever. All's fair when you gotta face 20 bots at once. And of course, Chill Man we fought earlier, so this should go pretty smoothly. Although we do have to watch out now because there's an ice on the floor as opposed to our first encounter with them in Cardinal Man stage. Man, I was never good at fighting this boss. I've mentioned this quite a bit. A lot of the Mega Man 9 and 10 ones I'm just not as good at because I haven't had as much practice. I just feel like I got lucky in that fight. Like, every time I was going to jump right on that spike and it just disappeared. This is another fight where I figured, well, okay, Wheel Cutter also doubles as Search Snake, so let's try it. Sure enough, the first time I did, it worked perfectly. And the fight still works where he jumps every time you shoot, so yeah. Crashman's one of those bots that used to give me a lot of problems when I was a kid. But then again, everything gave me a problem as a kid. I was not good at video games back in those days. Here it's more like just rush, rush, rush. Well, that's probably a little bit of a mistake because you do want to try to conserve your health. And this is one of the fights I'd consider to be really easy, but I'm doing a pretty good job of getting myself into situations during this one where I'm almost getting hit, and sure enough, it happened. Gotta be careful. Because a mistake like that can just mess everything up. Getting a little cocky here, me. Be careful. You weren't good against this boss in Mega Man 2.5D. And you had a slide then, too. Oh my... Really? You got hit again? Ah... Well, whatever. We're getting there. Now, Cutman does not flinch when he takes damage, and he takes 28 hits as opposed to 10. So you gotta be a little more careful than you were on the NES, just saying. Still, he's pretty easy as long as you just don't jump too early when he's getting ready to toss his cutter at you. Really just want to stay close to the middle of the room. Right next to him isn't even going to hurt, because a lot of times he'll just throw the cutter right after he catches it again. I love the fact that Quint's weak to his own weapon. We'll see that a little later on. Here I decided to take him on legitimately, and sure enough he's been souped up like crazy, because of course a joke boss would be souped up. We've already seen that with Volt Band. Just me, myself, and I in this weird MC Escher-like room. But I'm not so sure it'd be Escher. Oh, go away. I like Mega Man 2, but that game's got problems. And you got problems too, Guts, man, because I have never been hit by you in all the times I've done this arena fight. Again, that charge shot's going to whittle down his health really quickly. Nope, go away, big guy. Don't want you up that close. Man, you were making this real easy because you aren't even jumping up. Oop. Oh. Wow. He actually got me. Huh. Well, of course, the run you all get to see is the one where I do badly on. Well, not badly, but the worst I did. Don't get as much time to shoot Top Man after he throws his top, but that's not a big deal because he still takes an extra bar of damage from your Buster or the charge shot, so he's going to go down real quick no matter what. And just like before, the physical weapon, in this case the Slash Claw, does the most damage to him. I'm actually not sure why Wheel Cutter's Centaur Man's weakness. I probably never would have guessed that one. And Mega Man 6 had some strange bots when you think about it. Wind Man and Centaur Man. I do like a lot of their designs, though, all things considered. Yeah, you stop time, buddy. That ain't gonna help you too much. Just make sure you get on over to one of the sides of the room after he teleports. That way you've just got plenty of room to maneuver here. Of course, if you maneuver yourself there, you're gonna get hit. Of course they put this guy right near the end. Yeah, Quickman's the one that messed me up, twice. That's right. He is a dev kit boss that we are not going to be seeing again, at least in a stage. And I am glad for that fact. I am not glad for the fact that I did not fill my flash stopper up all the way because, for whatever reason, this guy gives me so many problems. Really, you need to be staying on the 2 highest platforms, and then you can maneuver from there. But you know what? Don't tell me that. Sheesh. Ooh, it got pretty scary here. You think we can win? Well, I kind of hope so. There's not much time left in the video. Hey, Gamma. This time around, you can hit him with just about anything. In fact, you can hit him with anything. I generally prefer using the Mega Buster, but there's no reason why we can't use Hornet Chaser at first. It's not a weakness weapon in the slightest, but 2 bars of damage isn't too bad. Might as well make my job really easy here at the start. After every health bar he loses, he starts to get a little new phase to his pattern, which can be a little trickier. In this case, he'll bring that giant fist up. Unlike in Mega Man 3, that is not instant kill, so it's okay to get hit by it. Kind of embarrassing if you do. Every time he moves around, though, he is going to shake that screen, which is going to cause problems. I'm sure the Shadow Man platforms will do that to you, too. Honestly, when he does the laser routine here, that's actually when he's the easiest, because you've got tons of time to hit him. I can't believe I got hit by that fist twice. Let's not go too crazy. I'm not in panic mode, but I'm almost in sleepwalking mode, because it is Gamma. He is pretty easy. You don't need Topspin, you don't need Search Snake. You just need him to stay in the corner like kind of a goofball, I guess. Not that he's that hard when he's roaming around the middle of the screen either. And for beating the arena, we get ourselves a new costume. Again, we'll go see the new costumes later on. For now, let's just celebrate. We win. Well, I said the Kirby series had a lot of arenas, and this Mega Mole game has Kirby music playing for us. Good job, Mega. Calm down on the balloon busting, though, pal. It's okay. They're just balloons. They won't hurt you. Works for me. Unfortunately, that's all that's here for now. Oh well. We'll come back to this place later on, I bet, and see what's up. For now, let's just keep... I actually wanted to see with that glass dome if you could shoot it, because in Mega Man Unlimited, when you do that 3 times, it's a double kill. Oh, another problem bot for a lot of people. That is true, he does like trees. He just doesn't like having a bomb planted on himself. We'll worry about Tier 3 later. We still gotta get to Tier 2 here. Huh. Oh, Nightman has some info for us, huh? Well, you know what? Since it's right here, let's go on in and check it out. The Chateau Chevaleresque. Chevaleresque? Forget it. I have a hard enough time talking as it is. We don't need to compound it by giving me words I'm not so sure on. Yes, that is true. The very first reward he gives is one of the best, if I'm not mistaken. We'll worry about that in a bit. Ah. Hey, Milk. How's it going? Milking your time for all it's worth, huh, pal? Puns, yes. Memes, no. Man, we're just seeing all sorts of customers I love down here with Milk and Yoku, man. Oh, thankfully Freeze Man's here to save us. We'll, not take that advice on pressing 2 just yet, because I do know what that does at this point. Well, Crystal Man will spoil things for us. I figure we'll give him a little bit here. That is actually a hint, but that is for a level way, way down the road. We're not going to worry about that too much right now. Instead, what we are going to do is make sure we get on over to tier... What we're going to do is make sure we get on over to... Just get the tier 2 Mega Man. Because it is about time to wrap this one up. We did pretty well. Go away, balloon. Thank you. Okay, let's enter on in tier 2 and wrap this one up. Right after we talk to Heatman. Because I have a feeling the levels are going to get a little bit better. Well, they will. But they might also get worse. You'll see what I mean coming up next time.